What's going on? This is My Life in the Shop. I'm your host, Donald Washington. I'm going to bring you guys an update. I did a story about this young girl. She's Keiauna Davis. She's 27 years old. She was killed over her tax money. Now, I brought you guys this story a few days ago. She ended up telling her co-worker she got 7 bands in her purse. Now, the story is going to read that her grandmother brought the money. Everybody was saying, why in the world did she bring $7,000 to work and you work at Dollar General? Why would you bring your tax money, $7,000, but apparently it was only $3,000? I think that she was just stunting and fronting for her friends. Like, yeah, girl, you know I got 7 bands back for taxes. And probably showed it to her. And no girl ended up setting her up. Now, I'm going to bring you guys a news story again for those of you who did not see it. That girl, she's Keiauna Davis. Those 3 are the suspects. Well, people who did it. One of them is telling the whole story, tricking off on everybody else. That's how he caught them. This girl to the left, Laya Whitley, that's her co-worker at Dollar General. Dane Taylor is said to be the orchestrator of everything, damn near. Well, Layla orchestrated it. My man Dane Taylor is the one who kind of went through with it. And Kaijin Scott is the one who killed Keiauna eventually. Super sad story. And one thing is this. You can never trust your co-workers. And that's a cold, hard thing that you're going to end up learning as you get older. Now, in your 20s, you don't know that. And people in their 20s do stupid stuff. Why would you need $3,000? Well, she was getting ready to move, and maybe she needed it for that. But her grandmother should have knew better. Her grandmother should have knew better. You don't bring $3,000. You don't go. The money was deposited in Keiauna's bank account Thursday, and she had her grandmother come bring it up to her job on her lunch break. And so it was only $3,000. It wasn't $7,000. Sounded like she was stunting in front for a co-worker. Her co-worker ended up texting these cats, the dude in the middle. Now, they probably were screwing, or a couple, or whatever the hell. Laya Whitley texted dude Dane Taylor. Said, hey, a girl at my job brought 7 bands to work today. Ain't that a blip? Jealous, envious. And that's something you learn as you get older. You don't trust no one. Your coworker who smiles. That's why I tell people, watch Fox News. Understand my coworkers. Hi, Donald. How's your daughter? How are you doing? And I play right along with them. Hey, how are you? How's everything going? They can't stand me, and I can't stand them, but I would never let them know it. That's how your enemies are going to come. You don't know that until you're older. The sooner you learn that, the better. Those who can play that game win, and you never let your enemy know that you know, because now they got the advantage of you over you. But if you act like you don't know, then they'll still come their same direction. So people that hate me in my job, hey, how are you? How you doing? I know they hate me, but I don't care. I don't care. I play the game right along. Hey, how are you? How you doing, buddy? How's your daughter? How's your son? But we too proud. We too proud to be fake or whatever you want to call it. But I'm going to tell you guys, old girl that robbed her and set her up probably was her best friend at work. Somebody she trusted, but to be able to tell, yeah, girl, I got 7 bands on me. She was fronting. She only had 3, but that was probably her partner, her buddy. She trusted. I'm going to bring you guys the news story for those of you who do not see it. This is the story out of the newspaper who's saying, her mother came out and saying couldn't reconcile her shooting death. Wilkinsonburg is in Pittsburgh. Woman allegedly targeted for a refund check. Single mother of 2. Now, you see how they put that single mother of 2? That's another sad tragedy in the black community, single mothers. However, I'm not going to get into that now. However, single mother of 2, young girls, just left work. And that's the tragedy. Now the children don't have a mother. I'm sure they had a father, of course. left work and was shot and killed in a robbery. Keiauna Lynnette Davis, 27, was walking home around 2:50 p.m. after she left her shift at Dollar General. Now, on girl was telling dude, Dane Taylor, everything. She get off at 2:30, get up here. She texted dude, Laya Whitley texted dude in the middle, Dane Taylor, hey, this girl at my job got 7 bands in her purse. Ain't that a blip? Then dude texted her, yeah, it's a go. So he texted her like it's a go, delete these texts. And Dane Taylor got dude Kaijin Scott. Now Kaijin Scott is trying to claim he didn't know nothing about it, that Dane Taylor just told him to drive up there. Jury ain't gonna buy that. The jury ain't gonna buy that you didn't know nothing about it. You drove them away from the crime. That's something else too. As young cats and young people, never trust anyone, because it'll be that idiot that go out and kill somebody and you didn't have to. They were wearing masks. It was a clean getaway. But old girl tried to fight for that, man. She needed that money. And it ain't worth your life. If somebody wants your money, give it to them. You could get that back. But, you know, man, people work hard for their money. Straight up, man. You slaving at a Dollar General 6-7 days a week for minimum wage, and you get your income tax, and somebody try to take that, yeah, you going to fight for that, man, for real, because you done gave your everything that year for that little $3,000, but it ain't worth your life. However, I'm going to bring you guys a news story for those of you who do not see it.
Name of the 27-year-old woman who was gunned down. Her name is Keiauna Davis, and she was the mother of 2, but the killer is still on the loose. Police combed this Wilkinsburg neighborhood looking for clues on why a 27-year-old woman may have been randomly gunned down, left in the street to die.
The indication is the young lady was robbed by someone in a vehicle.
Allegheny County police say the woman was walking down the 1700 block of Laketon Road when all of a sudden a car pulled over. They say 2 men got out, took her purse, shot her, then took off.
That's the story.
Police say the woman may have been this afternoon before dying at the hospital.
My thoughts and my prayers and my feelings are really with the victim.
Michael Rose is a Wilkinsburg councilman and former chair of public safety for the borough. He says he grew up in Wilkinsburg and lives in the neighborhood where this crime happened. Rose said when he heard about this, he wanted to see for himself how people who live on the street were doing. And he wants to give words of encouragement during this tough time.
This is a good community.
So I had a partner, man, and cats out there doing robberies, stick-ups and whatnot. And some of them asked me, hey, bro, listen, no, sir. No, sir, I don't want to have no parts, because it'll be some jackass. One simple robbery. All you got to do is take the money and roll. And then you get some jackass that killed a person. And now 3 of y'all facing capital murder, premeditated capital murder, armed robbery, life without the possibility of parole is what these 3 people are facing. All 3 of them. Even though all of them gonna roll on each other. There's something else that these young, they ain't but 21, 22. She was 27. The victims, the perpetrators was all 21, 22.
And we're gonna survive.
I'm gonna bring you guys, they was all 21. Laya Whitley, 21 of East Hills. Dane Taylor, he wasn't but 21 of Swissvale. Kaijin Scott was 23 at Turtle Creek. Her mother said, I can't believe somebody would do something for as little as $3,000. Sheila Dwiller. Here's the crazy part. Crazy freaking part. Miss Davis' tax return had been deposited in her bank account earlier Thursday, and her grandmother brought it to her while she was on her lunch break at Dollar General. Why? Why did you do that? But girl was said to be moving, so maybe she convinced her grandmother to bring it so she could put a deposit down on, you know, her new crib or whatever. But she was trying to move closer to her mother. Super sad story. I mean, you know, I don't know what to say about this. I wanted to bring you guys an update. Her Facebook page is super sad. She seemed like a very, very attractive young girl, very lively. You know, man, seemed like she was having fun, good person, loved, beautiful. 2 little daughters. Her daughters, I think, was 6 and 2. Yeah, her daughters 6 and 2. 6-year-old Zayla, 6-year-old Olivia, whatever, preparing North Carolina to be closer to Miss Dwettler, her mother, I believe, was planning to come to Pittsburgh on Saturday to help her daughter move to North Carolina. But when she got the news Miss Davis was killed, sad, very sad story. I keep you guys updated on anything else. These people, they're going to get life without parole. They can forget it, charge it, forget it. Forget it. This is why I say that we need to spend our money in our own community so we ain't robbing each other for $3,000 and killing each other for little with no money. But I know people get killed for $50. I covered a story with some idiot was robbing a liquor store. Got nothing. Got nothing. I know so many robberies where people rob and get nothing and kill the person and leave out the store with nothing. I can't stress this enough. If somebody's trying to rob you, let them have it. It ain't worth it. You can get that stuff back. You see a gun, you drop and run. You do not fight with these cats, man, because it'd be some idiot that shoots you. Sound like they only shot her once in the hip, and something that small can still lead to someone's death. You could see that they did not want to shoot, or did not want to kill her. And it ended up she accidentally died. Well, it seems as if they was just trying to shoot her to get her off or whatever the case. Say a fight ensued. She was trying to fight for her purse. She knew she had the $3,000 in there. People at work, let me tell you something. My father used to tip me to this, man. The people you got around you do not like you. Envious, jealousy, do not want to see you come up and do not want to see you do better. And they're not your friends. They're just your associates. Understand the difference, especially at work. Let me tell you something. Somebody asks you, hey, where you live at, Donald? Oh, man, I live around. Hey, Donald, do you go out on Saturday? How's your weekend? I was like, sit. Hey, Donald, do you go to... Nah. Did you go to the show this weekend? Nah. Kind of stay at home. Stay to myself. You don't let your co-workers know nothing about you. Absolutely nothing. But we all been there. I would have been the same cat walking around with 3 Gs. I used to do the same little dumb, stupid stunts out there, hustling and whatnot. I used to keep a bunch of singles with a few 20s on top. So every time I reached in my pocket, I'm like this, you know. Yeah, my father used to tell me, no, don't you do it. I used to have rims and whatnot on my cars. Man, and this is a sad tragedy that can happen, that can come about it. Anyway, I want you to like, share, let me know what you think about this video. Peace.